talking about foundations, and one of the things that you said was really key is meditation when we were discussing keeping balance with the elements. Can you talk more about the different levels of meditation and the different concepts related to meditation?
Levels and concepts. Okay. Meditation is our birthright. Meditation is a prerequisite for sanity. Meditation is a prerequisite for dignity. If you care about your dignity and your sanity, you better meditate. Because meditate solves all problems. Meditation solves all problems. Those who do not meditate, go for mediation. And the most rudimentary thing when we are in trouble, what do we go for? Is medication. So there's medication, there's mediation, and then there's meditation. So meditation is the ultimate on top. Because, when medication is not working, you're like, I don't know, I need to go talk to someone, I can't keep popping these pills anymore. And then you go see a therapist, you go see a mediator, you go and talk about your troubles, and you feel better. You do feel better. But then you get tired of talking, like, how long do I talk? And then you go to the next person, I need something more than this, more than talk. And then you go find a teacher, a meditation teacher, and they teach you how to meditate. Now, there are many meditation teachers. I live in Southern California. If you toss a stone, you will first hit 5 healers, 3 yoga teachers, and then 1 meditation teacher. So it's a truth. I have lived here for 15 years. I know. There, every corner, street corner, you have, 3 healers, 2 yoga teachers, and 1 meditation teacher. I mean, you don't trust me, go walk on Hollywood Boulevard or Sunset Boulevard. So, and they are all good. So think of life as school, You want a PhD in, shoemaking, okay? You have to start out with pre-K, where you go and first all you do is finger painting. So some teachers, some meditation teachers will only teach you whatever feels like finger painting. And then you will learn to color within the lines, then you will learn to write your alphabets, then you will learn to write your 3-lettered words, and life goes on, okay? And so you graduate from one grade to the next, to the next, to the next, and then you graduate high school, you go to college, you go to university, you get your PhD. That is life. So is meditation. You go through all those teachers, and every teacher, you have to respect them, you have to honor them, because they are gatekeepers. They are opening the door for you and welcoming you in. But the moment you outgrow a teacher, you have to go find someone else. You have to go find someone else. Your teacher is not the end all be all.
So what about somebody that says, I respect that approach, but I don't have a lot of time. I want to do this at home. I want to do it through Zoom. I want to do it online, but I don't sit still. So what do I do? I want to be able to meditate, but I want to do it in a way that's, in this high-tech world, that's through the use of technology. And a lot of people get scared off because they say, I can't sit still, and they envisioning themselves having to just sit still.
So again, think of it as making money, okay? When you get started in your business, let's say you graduate from college and you have to go to work and you have, $250,000 debt. You have to start making money from the ground up. You get started with minimum wages. You might think like, oh, my friend is not even a college graduate. My friend makes more money. I'm a college graduate and I'm making only $13 an hour. Yeah, that's the reality. So meditation, when you start a spiritual practice, you're always starting from ground up. And that is why it is so important to have an enlightened master as a teacher. But enlightened masters don't just show up in your life to be a teacher, to guide you, to help you attain enlightenment. You have to go through the pre-K and the kindergarten and elementary school teachers. You have to go through them. So if it is important for you to live a content life, to live a peaceful life, to be loved and be loving, you need a meditation practice. You need to pay the price. Nobody ever became rich without paying the price. And my friend Jim Rohn said, everybody pays the price. Some pay the price of regret and some pay the price of discipline. You get to choose which price you want to pay.
Excellent. So if somebody wants to be disciplined and they're saying, okay, I'm listening to Keya, this sounds great. So how do I wait for my teacher to show up? What things do I need to do to put myself in the right place for this to occur?
Get started with YouTube. There are 10 million books and YouTube videos. Get started with something. There's so many free apps, free music, whatever. Just sit and prepare yourself. And so when you are ready, the teacher will arrive. The teacher always shows up. When the student is ready, the teacher arrives. And that's all I have to say about that. And let me talk about, like sitting still. Can I talk about sitting still and
Yes,
balancing
absolutely.
the mind? Yes. So initially what happens, and this is a very practical advice. I'll give you some concepts and I'll give you the what works for me. I'm no one to give you advice, but I can only share information with you. Take what you want, leave the rest. It's anyway free. Bad joke. So you sit, okay? And this is what happens. You know why all this happens? Because the mind is playing trick. You have slowed down that you start noticing everything. Think about it. Whenever you decide like, okay, I'm done with everything, I'm just going to sit and watch television. Suddenly you'll realize, oh, did I turn off the stove? And you'll tell someone to go and check. And if you live by yourself, you'll go run and check. And sometimes you live with family and nobody wants to check it for you, but you have to go check. And then you come back and you sit. And then you'll be like, oh, did I turn the lights off? And again, you run to check the lights off. Oh, did I turn the dryer off? And these things keep on happening, So the moment you sit and you relax, all the other stuff starts calling you. Why is this quarantine so crazy? People hate their commute and they hate more working from home. Because the moment they start working from home, all the distractions show up. And that's how it is. So you have to train your mind. And you use the body to train your mind. And you sit to meditate. And one of my meditation teacher, my Vipassana meditation teacher said this, like when you sit and there is an itch, just notice the itch. And you will realize that there is no more itch. But if you attend to that itch will go away, but it will show up somewhere else. So you have to just notice that fidgety feeling, that itch, that hurt, that pain, whatever it is. And slowly you'll realize it is just a play of the mind. It will go away. And another thing that I hear people say is, I cannot meditate because I have too many thoughts. I'm like, how many thoughts? Oh, maybe 50 million thoughts. I'm like, oh, good. Now that you slowed down, you're realizing you have 50 million thoughts. When you did not slow down, you actually had 50 trillion thoughts. He said, how do you know? I'm like, I know, because the mind has two parts. I mean, like broadly speaking, there's the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is only 10% of who you are, okay? And now you are becoming aware of those thoughts, but your subconscious is 90%. So that is what operates from what you don't know, Because there are things you know, there are things you don't know, and there are things you don't know. And that is your unconscious mind. Everything starts percolating up because you have slowed down and you are noticing it. So this is what you do. When you have thoughts coming, just notice them. Don't try to run with them because the thoughts belong to you. You don't belong to the thoughts. So can I give an example about how to watch the thoughts and not run with them?
Yes, it'd be great to hear how to be your observer. Just turn
How
to the
to be an
observer.
observer.
How do we do that?
Okay, good. So pretend you're like me, you don't own a car and you're standing at a street corner and your friend Kimberly Ann is going to come pick you up. So you arrive because it's a street corner, right? She doesn't have legal permission to stop. She'll have to get into a gas station, pick you up and drive out, okay? So you're waiting over there and you see a Honda go by. And you're like, that's a Honda. And you see a Corolla go by. that's a Corolla. And then you see a Ferrari. Oh my God, there's a Ferrari. Do you jump onto the Ferrari and go with it flippity flop? No. You're like, oh, that's a Ferrari going by. Oh, and that's a Chevy going by. And there's a Ford going by. Oh, there's a Lamborghini. Let me just go grab it. Ooh, go with that. Do you do that? No, you'll die. You're at a street corner. You're like, oh, there's a Lamborghini going by. So similarly, when you sit to meditate, you have one thought floating. Oh, what shall I have for dinner? Did I turn off the stove? Oh, did I turn off the stove? I better go check it. No, that's just your mind giving, playing tricks with you. Oh, and I have to pay the bill. Don't run. Oh, which bill is it? How much is it? Oh my God, I shouldn't have spent so much. No, don't go. The thought doesn't own you. You own the thought. Just notice it. And it's happy. It's content. It doesn't ask for more. So I hope that answered your question.
It did. It did. The only thing I just wanted to get clarification on is you had said that there are different levels in meditation.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to talk a little more about that, or do you feel we covered?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me talk about types of meditation first, and then, because I have been meditating since I was very little, and I thought everybody did it, but I didn't know that people didn't know. I didn't even know it was called meditation. I used to look at a light because I come from India, and story time. Story time because you're talking to Keya, not because I come from India. So I was born in 1966, and we had a few wars with China and with Pakistan and stuff like that. So the lights would go off, and you had a lantern, and you had to sit around that and do your homework. Everybody hovered around the lantern, and all the windows were sealed off with newspaper, because if they, so the light wouldn't go out, number one. And number two, if there was a bombing, if there was an air raid, the glass wouldn't break and come inside and hurt you. So we would all sit around that. And sometimes I would be like the slow person, right? I would be like, and I'd be just staring at the flame, staring at the flame, staring at the flame. And then I would close my eyes and I would see light inside my head. It was all brilliant, brightly lit up. And I thought this happened to everyone. And people would be like, what are you doing? Not doing your homework, you're being silly. So later on, I found out that is called the light meditation. You can sit in front of a candle with a flickering light. And nowadays you have the artificial candles. They still have the flickering light to give you the effect. And you look at it, and then you close your eyes. And when you close your eyes, in your third eye, you can see that light. That light is within you. And then slowly the light will fade away. You open your eyes, recharge, and go back in. And you will see the light within. And just play with the light. Just dance with it. Just be with it. That's one meditation. The other meditation is sound. You listen to the sound of the flute, the rain, the ocean, like people go to sleep, that is meditation. They listen to that soft, soothing sounds, and it calms them, okay? And here's another thing about meditation. In the West, this is what I found. Like people meditate on money, people meditate on a beautiful bride or a rich man or whatever, a boat or whatever. They're trying to manifest, and they meditate on what they want to manifest. And that is not meditation. That is contemplation. You're contemplating. So I was meditating and I got this answer, Yeah, you can call it meditation. Good. I'm happy that happened, but that is really not meditation. The true meditation is sitting still in silence and getting in touch with your strength. Because when you get to that place, you become invincible. Then there's mantra meditation. You can chant. You can do yoga. Do yoga, get your body ready, or play soccer or whatever, play some tennis. And after that, shower and sit. And your body is so happy because all the chakras are activated. Everything is so perfect. And you just sit and sit in silence. You can sit for a minute. You can sit for 5 minutes. You can sit for 15 minutes, 50 minutes, 5 hours, whatever. You can do it. And one of the things I teach my clients is the 1 minute meditation, which it's amazing how much bliss you can experience in just that 1 minute, 60 seconds.
Okay, well, I think now we need to try that. Now that you said the 1 minute meditation, let's see it. Let's do it. I'll do it along with you.
Okay. And by the way, there's other meditation like Vipassana and Kriya, insight meditation, Samatha meditation, lots of meditation, Buddhist meditation. Okay. So
Let's give people a taste of what a 1 minute meditation would be, because I bet a lot of people are going to be like, oh, 1 minute, I can do that.
okay, 1 minute, let's do it. Yeah, and then part of my practice also comes from Hawaii. So we have lots of meditation in that tradition too, which we can talk about some other time. So let's do a 1 minute meditation. The way we start off is with 4 ha breaths. Again, it comes from Hawaii. Ha breath, ha breathing. So you'll inhale with your nose, hold it in, and I hope your nose is clear so you can inhale with your nose. But if you have sinus or something, some blockages, and you can't breathe in through your nose, use your mouth. Not, but just breathe in. Okay, so inhale through your nose, hold it in, and after you hold in, you'll exhale with your mouth with the emptying yourself completely. Again, inhale, slow, long, deep, and you'll have to unlock your jaws and exhale. Breathing in again, slow, long, deep. Holding it in and exhaling. And notice how your belly goes in almost to your backbone. And breathing in again, expanding your chest and your abdomen. Holding it in and exhaling. Let's do 4 on our own. I'll just breathe, and you will notice how your relaxation flows down from your neck, along your spine, all the way to the tip of your tailbone and goes down your legs. And pause after every ha. And remember, 4 of these breaths is 1 set. You can do as many number of sets, but if you're doing 2 sets, you're doing 8 ha breaths. 3 sets, 12, 4 sets, 16, 5, 20, there you go. So after you have done 1 set of this, imagining that you just have 1 minute, just normal conscious breaths. You'll just breathe in and breathe out. You don't have to do anything. Just let your body do its own job that breathes anyway. But we will count from 1 all the way to 5. So with the count of 1, focus on your chest area, your heart, your lungs, your esophagus, and your shoulder blades, just relaxing it completely. With the count of 2, focusing on your upper abdomen, your lower abdomen, your middle back, and your lower back. Relax, release, let go. With the count of 3, focusing on your hips, your glutes, your thighs, knees, calves, shin, ankles, heels, feet, toes, and toe tips. Relax, release, let go. With the count of 4, focusing on your neck and your throat, your shoulders, your arms, your elbows, your lower arms, your wrists, your palms, your hands, your fingers, fingertips. Relax, release, let go. And with the count of 5, focusing on your face, your chin, your jaws, your mouth, your lips, your teeth, your tongue, your eyes, eyebrows, your nose, your cheeks, your ears, the back of your head, the top of your head, your forehead. Relax, release, and let go. And slowly open your eyes and welcome back to the room. And it is going to feel very bright. So how do you feel, Kimberly Ann?
I feel very relaxed. That's definitely a keeper. Everybody should try that one for sure.
Yeah, it is 1 minute meditation. It's called an M&M. And you can do this 60-second meditation between every hour. Before you get into the car, before you get into your home, before you go to bed, before you get out of bed, anytime you can do this.
Make it a part of your day, make it a part of your lifestyle, and it just reconnects and reboots you.
Yes.
It brings everything back to balance.
Yes, it's that simple. And you don't need any music, any guru, anyone. You just got the formula. Just do it.
Thank you. Namaste, Keya.
Thank you. Namaste and hugs, Kimberly.
If I could be anywhere, I'd be here with you, sharing our healing hearts, our hope and our truth. Joy overflows here at the crossroads. Here at the crossroads. Oh,